I do worry about all of our children. As we know, now social media is a centerpiece of our lives. We have seen this already.
She was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no.
When a woman becomes a mother, she is supported, not shut out.
It's a wonderful thing for the woman. It's a wonderful thing for the husband. It's certainly an inconvenience for a business.
Last week, the world reminded Melania Trump that her efforts to tackle cyberbullying should start and end with the 71-year-old man-child she is currently shacked up with.
So how's that First Lady anti-cyberbullying campaign going?
After he once again launched verbal MOABs at a woman. So I took it upon myself to reread her heartfelt profession to tackle cyberbullying as First Lady. I thought it would be a good idea to put a list together of all the societal problems Trump's family members say they want to help stamp out, but that Trump himself is f***ing guilty of on a daily basis. So we start with bullying in general. Melania feels, and is right, that cyberbullying is a serious issue. In fact, with her husband leading the line, it has become more prominent. Well, no surprise, seeing he indulges in it daily. You don't have to strain your memory too much to recall an instance of Trump's cyberbullying pretty much anyone, anywhere that he perceives as a threat. So maybe Melania should take a look at the shrunken hands that she holds, or doesn't actually, as a good place to start tackling her signature issue. Moving from one hypocrite to another, there's no greater walking contradiction than Ivanka Trump, am I right?
I try to stay out of politics.
What? I mean, that alone speaks volumes about the direction we are heading, people. Ivanka, the lady who was so desperate to work in politics that she took a job as an unpaid advisor to her father, says she tries to stay out of politics.
So I instead like to focus on areas where I can add positive value, where I can contribute to the agenda, policies around workforce development, about ensuring that barriers are removed for the American working family.
I mean, I'm not complaining. One less Trump involved in politics is always good news, even if it is as hypocritical as me claiming to be into fashion only to try and rock a post-depression hat and come out looking like Oliver Twist. I mean, what on God's earth was I thinking? Anyway, not long after her dad took office, Ivanka stated that she wanted to fight for women's rights. Hey lady, that's politics. And much like her stepmom Melania, Ivanka could start her efforts at home, with the guy giving her his platinum card. We all remember she was reminded of this whilst on a panel in Germany.
To thrive in the new reality of youth.
And what was her response again?
I know from personal experience are a testament to his belief.
Alright, along the lines of, he never mistreated me, his daughter, so he can't be against women. Lady, Joseph Stalin loved his daughter, but that didn't prove his love for people now, did it? Just because your dad treats you, his daughter, well, that does not mean other women get the same benefits as someone from his bloodline. Case in point.
She gained a massive amount of weight. It was a real problem.
A person who's flat-chested is very hard to be a 10.
Treat women with respect.
I can't say that either.
Not to mention that little politics thing you want to stay clear of, well, he happened to make things pretty difficult for women in that realm also. So if, as you say, you really want to help women, you might have to rethink your strategy of staying out of politics, as just reducing your shoe line 50% will not exactly help prevent the destruction of Planned Parenthood. But we're nowhere near done with Ivanka yet. After missing the mark on women's rights, she decided to advocate for another group of people. That group of people being the lucky sods of the LGBT community who get a helping hand from good old mother Ivanka. Oh, but an FYI, Ivanka, your dad's right-hand man supports gay conversion therapy and Papa Bear himself supports bathroom bills. My God, lady, are you just deliberately trying to support groups that your dad deliberately targets? What's next? Can we expect to see you handing out cans of Pepsi at a Black Lives Matter protest? And so that leaves us with Tweedledum and Tweedledummer. They are the two sons who are not officially involved in the administration after their father handed over management of Trump Organization to them prior to his inauguration. Meaning they don't have titles, but as soon as a microphone appears, the Trump in them comes out and they start spouting off hypocrisy just like their dad. Yup, remember when Trump denied that he told Comey to let the Flynn investigation go?
Did you at any time urge former FBI Director James Comey in any way, shape, or form to close or to back down the investigation into Michael Flynn?
No. Next question.
Well, little Trump apparently didn't get that memo.
When he tells you to do something,
Yes.
guess what? There's no ambiguity in it.
Yep, this is par for the course for the Trump brothers who vow one thing and do the complete opposite. That is, if they have time in between helping rid the world of beautiful endangered animals. Kinda like the time Eric Trump vowed that he did not talk business with his father, and then a record-breaking 30 seconds later told the exact same reporter that he will continue to update his father on the business while he is in the presidency. Ah, the Trumps. What a family. And admittedly, most of us have families with a fair number of hypocrites. Don't get me wrong, but at least we aren't hell-bent on destroying the world. Follow me on Instagram at Francis M. Maxwell, and on Twitter also at Francis M. Maxwell. Continue to share these videos and of course continue to resist.